What it is, what it do, cyber world. It is your girl, the one and only Ash Said It. AshSaidIt.com, AshSaidIt.com. Welcome to the Ash Said It Daily Podcast Show. I appreciate you guys for all of your love and support. Over 1,300 episodes and 500,000 streams worldwide. Thank you guys so very much for everything. Because you guys show me so much love, I get to talk to amazing and talented and charismatic people like the beautiful Miss Elizabeth, who is the CEO of Atlanta Food and Wine Fest. Hey, Elizabeth.
Hey, Ash, how are you?
I am doing awesome. How are you doing today?
Good. I'm fantastic. I'm having a lovely day.
Perfection. All right, so Elizabeth, for people that, I don't know, have been living under a rock somewhere and they've never, in any aspect, have heard of this amazing event that happens every year here in Atlanta. What is the Atlanta Food and Wine Festival?
The Atlanta Food and Wine Festival is something you must not miss, I think. It is, so we are in our 9th year. And we are a 4-day festival that is packed full of every kind of delicious Southern food and beverage you could even dream up. We are an all-inclusive event, so you buy a ticket and you get to eat and drink your way through the South. And we'll do that across a variety of ways I'm sure we'll touch on today.
Yeah, so Elizabeth, how important is it to get your tickets beforehand?
I think it's very important to get your tickets ahead of time because that way you get the most variety in your choices of what you want to do. There's a lot of different ways that you can attend Atlanta Food and Wine. It could be for an evening event. It could be for our tasting tents, or it could be for our day or multi-day passes. And those are, I'm biased, but those are my favorite because you get a little bit of everything. And that's the reason why you want to buy them ahead of time so you can sign up for those really amazing classes.
Yeah, so quick shout out to some of my people out there in Minnesota that came out last year for Atlanta Food and Wine Festival who came last minute, Elizabeth, and they could only get the 1-day passes for Sunday, and so they were kind of bummed about it, but I told them, I said, this is not an event that you can just pop up and in for. You got to get your tickets beforehand.
Log on now, girl. Come on.
Log on. All right. You guys can go to atlfoodandwinefestival.com right now and just pick out the type of tickets that you think that you'll want. And I mean, just the classes, there's so much stuff to cover, Elizabeth. I mean, I know that you guys had to span it out to the 4 days because there's just so much stuff going on. Tons of stuff
there
going
is. On. It's a delicious weekend. It really is. And I can't believe we've been 9 years at this point, but it just feels like it gets better and talent gets more in the groove. And we bring in almost 200 talent from around the Southeast who join us, and they are the best of the best. They are the people who are doing the amazing work in the kitchens and behind the bars and, in the breweries and distilleries. And I get the privilege of welcoming them to Atlanta where they plan a weekend full of activities that really are something special. It's if I didn't own the Atlanta Food and Wine Festival, I would so attend the Atlanta Food and Wine Festival because it's so much fun. In fact, can I do that this year?
Okay. And
can I sign up?
I mean, for me personally, what I always love is just seeing the diversity because it's like, yeah, we're in the South, we're in Atlanta, but you guys pull in people from all over the globe, literally.
Yeah, we do. That's been something that's been fun. So when we started the Atlanta Food and Wine Festival, it was about introducing the world to Southern food and beverage. We were about those traditions that have been around for long, long histories and have influenced the way that we grew up and cooked and sat in our grandma's kitchens and learned to enjoy and entertain one another. So that was something that was fun for us to think about how we brought that to life at Atlanta Food and Wine. But it has been really neat to see all of the different friends, we've called them adopted Southerners, who join us for the weekend from around the globe. You're right, who their different international influences have created the South that we know, because the South is very much about delicious Southern soul food, but there are so many other countries that have influenced that soul and taken it on a much larger stage.
Yeah, so all right, so let's brush on a little bit about the opening, I don't want to say opening ceremonies, but opening events for the opening events. What can you tell audiences that, maybe they are considering going this year and they're not quite sure whether to go to the opening and the club? Honestly, you guys need to just go and get the 4-day pass. Just call it a day.
I think so.
Get the 4-day
pass. Just go and sign up for it. If there's still time, you can do it. I think that's one of the things that's been fun about putting together the festival is that we do offer a lot of different opportunities for guests to experience the weekend across multiple platforms. So we kick off on Thursday, May 30th, and that launches for us with our Destination Delicious event. And this is what we say a true culinary road trip through the South. So all 13 Southern states will be represented in mass. We have over 40 talent that are preparing food and beverage at this event. It's just packed up. In fact, I said to one of my colleagues the other day, I was like, there's no more room for any tables. Stop. You can't fit any more people here. And it's a fun evening. So it kicks us off at the Stav Room on Thursday night. And it's just kind of a big old walk-around party. There'll be great music. Visit Austin is bringing us some great musicians down. We've got all 13 states represented, as I mentioned, on the food and beverage side. It's a big old fun party. There's probably 750 people or so that'll kick us off that evening, and it really is our launch event for the weekend. And then we move into Friday, and that is starts our learning experiences at the Lowe's Hotel. In order to kick those off, though, we start with a Summer Sizzle lunch event, which has been planned again by another plethora of talent. I don't understand why they keep putting more and more talent in. But we're taking this year's approach where we bring spicy to our lunch event. Now, spicy is something for everybody, so even if you're a novice, you can find something to enjoy. But all spicy levels will be for lunch on Friday, and then you'll move into our classes. We mentioned those day passes. So our classes allow you to choose multiple things to do. Either our Master Studio, which is 2 hours in length, or jumping into our South by series, which are learning experiences that focus on how those other international countries and folks have influenced Southern food, Southern soul food on Friday. And then you move to the tents, and then you start all over again on Saturday. More classes, more tents. On Sunday, we have a good old Sunday Southern brunch. And then we wrap things up on Sunday afternoon with our tasting tents.
All right. Sounding really good. I'm sounding kind of, it's making me feel a little hungry here, Elizabeth. I mean,
I know. I haven't had lunch yet. Gosh, I need to go get it.
Me neither. I have not. I love the Stav Room. And I just love Atlanta being the backdrop to this event. Like you said, this is 9 years and counting. And just kudos to you and your team for really pulling this thing together every year and finding more and more ways to just really nestle the Southern realm, of course, with the other elements of different states. But I love Atlanta. I will always love Atlanta.
Yeah, I do too. I do too, and it's fun. You know, when we started planning Atlanta Food and Wine, we wanted it to be Atlanta by destination, but Southern by design. So it really is an opportunity to explore the South, and we hope that that's what guests get, is they get the taste for something delicious from any of those Southern states, and that this inspires them to go and travel, because there's nothing better than finding those kind of off the beaten path and interesting discoveries.
Absolutely. All right, you guys. So we're going to pause for a second here. When we come back, we're talking more with Elizabeth. We're talking Atlanta Food and Wine Festival. We're talking some eats. All right, so we're going to get into some more food stuff and maybe some drink stuff. So you guys hang tight, and we will be right back. Care of is a subscription service that makes it easy to get your vitamins, protein powders, and more, personalized just for you and delivered straight to your door. Spring into a healthy routine. Give yourself support this season with a boost. Whether you're looking for energy, better sleep, to maintain stress, or something else to help you feel your healthiest, Care of's online quiz lets you know exactly what you need. The online quiz is now new and improved to learn if you're getting enough protein, fiber, and good fats to determine if you could benefit from Care of's new natural protein powders. Taking care of your health should be easy and convenient. It can be really hard to know what vitamins or supplements you should be taking, but Care of makes it easy to find out what you specifically need to be your healthiest. Experience the Care of difference. Track your progress with the Care of app and earn rewards when you remember to take your vitamins. Care of has helped me tremendously to maintain my weight and to achieve my fitness goals. I know that it can do the same for you. For 30% off your first Care of order, go to careof.com and enter AshSaidIt30. That's right. TAKECAREOF.com. Why? Because Ash said it. Yes, and welcome back. You guys were chatting with Elizabeth of Atlanta Food and Wine Festival. We were talking all these great things that weekend. You guys can actually go now to the website atlfoodandwinefestival.com. Get those tickets because they will sell out. All right? You can't email Elizabeth the day before festivities start and ask for, for a favor for you and 10 friends. Those tickets will be gone by then. I guarantee it.
So. Well, come on.
You guys can come.
We're everyone right now.
Yeah, come on. Oh, they will hit you up. They will definitely hit you up. But,
I know, seriously. Email me now, but not 2 days before.
No. One of my favorite parts of the festival is, of course, the eating tents. Oh my gosh. So much food, so much drink. There's like a different theme for drinks. The drinks are just flowing everywhere. How did you guys actually come up with, I guess, the way that you center each, I don't even know how to say it, but it's like every time that I go to like a different section, a different segment, there's like a themed drink.
There's different food. Yeah. Well, that's a little thoughtfulness, We just put our heads together and brainstorm for the great ideas. Well, I want to start out by saying that exciting news is that our tasting tents have moved this year. So we have shifted our tents to Old Fourth Ward Park.
Oh, yes.
We're very excited about that move. Space is a little bit bigger and a little easier to accommodate guests, and we want to make sure that everybody has a really wonderful experience. So I think that the area should hold up for us and should be a really great place. It's an awesome park and really conveniently located right across from Pot City Market and right off the Beltline. So we've moved our tasting tents. You mentioned the programming behind them, and that's something that makes me particularly excited, is that I go to a lot of different tasting environments in my world, but this is one that it's nice to see talent come together and help us to program the tents as well. You mentioned those themes. So we approach our tents by thinking through that culinary journey I mentioned. So this year we're taking a Southern spin on everything. So you'll start out your journey in our Southern adopted tent, and those are those international influences. So any of the, Southern international flavors that come here to the South and that we get to enjoy, those will be featured in our adopted tent. We have a Southern Sips tent, which will all be Southern wines, both here from the United States as well as other Southern regions around the globe. And then Southern Fizz, we've created this awesome bubble bar, and you'll have a pairing with something fried and spicy each day with bubbles, so you'll get to try bubbles with each of those. We have a Southern farmed tent, so anything that comes from the farm, animal, vegetable, or you could think about farmed oysters or things like that.
Okay.
Yeah. Wow. Southern crafted is Southern beers, so there's something for everybody, and the Southern tents go on. And then you get surrounded by all these awesome sponsors that do really cool things. Yeah,
and who knows, you go there, you may make some new friends.
You'll definitely make new friends, yes. Exactly. We're all there to have a good time.
We are all there having a good time, enjoying some really awesome food and music and just the artists and things and all the entertainment surrounding it. I tip my hat to you guys for always coming through and making sure that it's a fun environment for everyone. And I'm super excited about the tasting tents being at Old Fourth Ward. I love that park. It's perfect for anything.
Yeah, indeed. Well, we're looking forward to being there.
Absolutely. All right, Elizabeth. So any last words on why people need to go and get their tickets right here and now?
You got 2 weeks to go. It's going to be a lovely summer in Atlanta, and this is the time to make it happen. So visit AtlantaFoodAndWineFestival.com and come join us.
All right. Sounds like a bet. Elizabeth, thank you so much for joining us today. We appreciate you so much.
Me, Ash. I appreciate it.
Not a problem. And thank you guys. Thank you so much for downloading the shows. Keep in mind, anyone to tell you that you can't do what you want to do, you look them square in the face and tell them, don't believe me, just watch. Watch what I do. Watch me make it happen. Watch me make history. That's what we're doing this for, the history books. Social media is nice, but real life is way better. Until next time, you guys.